Yo, what's up? My name is Rich. Welcome back to another video. In this video right here, we're not gonna unbox because I already unboxed it. And I assembled the Sawgrass SG1000. And this also has the bypass trays. The bypass tray allows you to use larger sizes of paper. I believe the original size is just up to 11 by 17, but this allows you to get up to 13 by 19. And the reason why I chose to get the bypass tray is because I like it whenever t-shirts t-shirt sizes are typically like 12 inches wide by 12 inches tall, but sometimes even smaller. As you can see in this one, a whole lot smaller, right? But 11 by 17 you could get away with as well. Lots of t-shirt sizes also just only go 11 inches wide, so you may not need the bypass tray. However, I just went ahead and grabbed it, of course, and I'm using the WalaSub Heat Transfer Warehouse dye sublimation paper. So first and foremost, what is dye sublimation? So dye sublimation is basically the ink gets printed onto the t-shirt. What is that? Is that a liquid or is it a powder? I think it's a liquid. So the sublimation ink is a liquid, gets printed onto the paper, so then it adheres to the paper. From the paper, you put it on top of your garment, your textile, your substrate, whatever it may be. In this case, a t-shirt. We put the t-shirt there, we lay the paper with the ink on top of the t-shirt, we press it down, the heat heats up that ink that's a solid on the paper, turns it into a gas, then adheres it into the t-shirt, and once it's on the t-shirt captures that gas and it turns back into a solid, and once that's over, you get your finished product, which is a t-shirt. Interesting, right? All right, so before we get into it, this is a 50-50 t-shirt. It's a light colored t-shirt. It's a white t-shirt. It looks a little faded on camera, but this is because it's a 50-50 t-shirt. So you're supposed to use this on pretty much 100% polyester. You can use blends, and you definitely have to use light colors. But we're gonna get into why I use it on a 50-50 t-shirt later, and it has to do with my actual business model. So that's gonna be interesting. This may be a long video, who knows? But we're gonna print this t-shirt again. I'm also gonna time how long it takes to print this picture out, and it does take quite some time because this is a huge, I think this is a 13 by 19, so I intentionally did a 13 by 19 so you can see how long it takes to print. So Sawgrass has a creative studio which is web-based, and you can print wirelessly. So whatever computer you're on, you just log into their website, Creative Studio, and you just pretty much print out your image from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and print this image out, and we're gonna time it, see how long it takes. Okay, so for a full color print, that took about 1 minute and 50 seconds. It says 2:05, but I actually stopped at it stopped about 10 seconds ago. I was just a little late pushing it. I will also say it took another about 30 seconds to a minute buffering time as I sent it to the printer. Once I clicked print, it just said loading for a good 30 seconds, maybe even a minute or so. So think about that as well. All right, so we're gonna press this onto another 50-50 shirt, and I believe it's around 385 to 400 degrees, around 45 to 60 seconds. So depending on your garment, you don't want to burn your garment and stuff like that. And where's our t-shirt? All right, so here's our t-shirt. It's another 50-50, meaning 50% cotton and 50% polyester. Yes, it is. This is a Gildan 50-50 t-shirt. Gonna go ahead and put this up here. Give it a quick little pre-press. Nice. Let's make sure it's at 50 seconds. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this directly on top. All right, so here we have it. And sometimes you'll see people put some tape on it, some heat transfer tape, that way it doesn't move around. That way you don't get ghosting. So you won't see like an extra print of the t-shirt and it's just in that single space. Whenever you press down, the paper's still. So there's a Stahls 16 by 20, just in case you didn't know. Here we go. 50 seconds. So during this process, as we discussed earlier, is turning the solid into a gas, and then the actual garment is capturing that gas and turning it back into a solid within this whole 50 seconds. Isn't that amazing? We can't see none of that magic. But anyways, I don't know if I have a 100% polyester t-shirt laying around. Hopefully I do. We're about to find out. All right, so we got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, so this is what it looks like straight off the press. I don't know if that's how it actually looks with this green right here. Let me take a look at the picture real quick. I think I did something wrong with the color profiles or something, because I have this extra green stuff right here. It just looks a little more green. All right, so this is the one that we just printed. And as you can see, this is the one that we washed. This one's been washed about 3 or 4 times, and you can see that it's a little faded, and that's because it's a 50-50 t-shirt. And once it fades out a little bit, that's as much as it's going to fade. Basically what I've been told is that it pretty much is that vibrant to start off with, because it's on it hasn't been washed. And when it's washed, since the gas pretty much adheres to the polyester, the part that's on the cotton washes off. But if you have a 100% polyester shirt, it pretty much just stays this color forever, nice and vibrant. All right, but here's the thing, and we're gonna get off topic slightly, because I want to talk to you more about my business model more so than the actual printer. The way my business model works is that I sell one-off t-shirts online primarily, and whenever something gets popular, I turn it into a pre-made transfer. That's like a screen printed transfer or something like SupaColor. But by doing so, I pretty much list thousands of designs up, and I have to have a method in which I can do the one-off ones. So I'm not huge on selling light colored t-shirts. I like selling black t-shirts or dark colored t-shirts. And most of my stuff is generic designs. It's not something like that looks like a brand like this one. And one other thing that I usually say, it's not about what you like, it's about what other people like. Well, one thing I do like is cotton t-shirts. All right, I'm not huge on polyester, and I really don't think customers like polyester that much neither. But with a 50-50 t-shirt, you can't really tell the polyester in it, and it still feels like a cotton t-shirt. So that's why I like to go with a 50-50. And I'm just testing this out to see, you know, even though it looks faded on here, I'm just testing to see if this is going to be good enough for me to sell. And honestly, I think it might be okay, a 50-50 t-shirt. But if not, there's thousands of other things you can sell with this as well. With this actual printer, I made this license plate with it. Pretty neat. It actually looks, it's not vinyl. It looks like it's on the thing. That's because it is. The gas got captured into this metal plate, which is pretty awesome. Now we have these other items. These are bottle openers. So you can do stuff for like bachelor parties, all right? Bachelor party gifts. And I guarantee you that's gonna make some money. I promise you it will. Just go online, go on Etsy, type in custom bottle openers, groom's name, dates, and I'm gonna go into some numbers after this one, and then I promise you these will make you some money. Now, you also have other stuff like koozies. Now you can do this for like a bridesmaid party. What do you call it? Bachelorette party. So, these also make money. You could also make it for the entire wedding event. We'll dive into some numbers as well after this. All right, now this is a fun one. This is puzzles. I have some interesting ideas for this, but I don't know if we'll ever have time to get into it because I would like to find a custom box for it as well. So you could also use your dye sublimation to make a custom gift box as well as include this inside the gift box. That'd be cool. Maybe we'll get into that one day if we set up a website for that, a Shopify store, and run some Facebook ads. But anyways, I'm gonna print out another image, and it'll be closer to something that I would actually sell, and we can see how fast that comes out, and hopefully I can get the color profile correct. So let me check that out real quick. Okay, so this one also took 1 minute and 50 seconds. I thought it was gonna take less because the other one was like a full-on image, and I was trying to test if it made a difference depending on the amount of print on the actual image. But I guess it goes by the actual paper and how much is coming out at a time. But anyways, 1 minute and 50 seconds. And also around another 45 seconds whenever I click print, it says loading before it actually goes to the printer. And that's during the web portion. So I don't know if that's Wi-Fi related, computer related. I'm not super tech savvy, but here we are. This time I printed something that's more so of what I typically make money out of. So this is just says softball mom, and I tried to find a polyester shirt. I'm not sure if this is a sport tech, and it feels like it's a polyester shirt, but I'm not completely too sure if it is. It feels like it though. It doesn't say polyester on it, but we're about to find out. What's this, an inside tag? Nope. All right, so I'm gonna put this here, quick little pre-press, and now I'm gonna take my handy dandy scissors. Also, just wanted to show you guys how I could fit 2 images on this. Not a perfect image, but this picture right here is pretty huge. It's like 11 by 12 or so, maybe even larger. Gonna put this here, Now we're gonna press it down and 50 seconds. See you in 50 seconds. Hot. All right. And no, I don't think you can use this again. I think I've been told that, and I've also wondered. But here we have it. See how vibrant it is? I think our light is a little too bright up in here. Let me turn this other light off. All right, it's a little darker. It's still a little white. Well, here you go. You can see it now. So also, I don't remember if this design file had this actually black or not, but this one right here, I do know it is supposed to be black, so we'll try that out and see how it turns out. But this is something more of that I typically sell on the internet. It's not really clothing brand related, but it's how I've made money for the past several years. Anyways, yeah, there's a polyester shirt. So whenever you wash this one, it's not gonna fade away like the other ones. It's just gonna stay like that. And there's a polyester shirt. And you know what, it says softball mom, so it is perfect for a polyester shirt. All right, so I'm gonna throw that to the side. I'm gonna get myself this little hoodie. Now this is a 50-50 hoodie, so of course it's gonna fade as well. But I figured we'd do something fun since we had some room on the paper. Quick pre-press, throw this on. All right, 50 more seconds and we'll see how that turns out. Also, of course, something like this isn't gonna fade. This license plate, it's good to go. Looks awesome too, man. Just looks incredible, honestly. Also, this is the Homies brand. It's like very car related. There's a video on this channel about his brand as well. Also, shout out to A-Dub Productions because I watched his video on how to set up this printer. So make sure you check him out. A-Dub Productions has a whole lot more videos on this dye sub stuff than I do. All right, so here we go. All right, check that out. Ah, it's hot. All right, so this one was a little more fun. I don't know what's up with the color settings on my camera. It's making white look very white. All right, so it is a little faded as well. It's not perfect because it's 50-50, but it's pretty cool. What's up with all this white? Let me turn it down. Okay, I think that's a little better. All right, here we go. So as you can see, you can get the whole photographic style of the actual flames. Pretty neat, man. That's pretty cool. Anyways, let's look into some numbers real quick. And this is pretty hot. I know some of y'all always comment, how do I sit with this thing so close to my head? I don't know how I do it neither. I think I'm killing my brain cells. All right, so I paid $17.50 for this printer. That came with a set of starter inks and as well as a 110 pack of that WalaPress paper. I think it was a 110 pack. But anyways, if you need another 110 pack of the WalaPress paper, it's $44. That ends up being $2.50 each. And I believe per print it costs around 10 to 25 cents each, something like that. But I'm not too sure. And I've also heard if you let the printer sit, it has to cycle the ink and you lose some of that ink cost or something like that. I read that in a comment in the video, so I'm not too sure about that, honestly. I've had a Sawgrass printer before and I've let it sit, no problems. You won't get those ink clog type of issues as you would with like a DTG printer or something like that. Also, we usually do math on t-shirts, but we can do something else. So these are about $1.75 each. And I seen on Etsy, as I post right here and here, they sell for between $9 and $11. But if you're selling it for like a bachelor party, they're not just gonna buy one, they're gonna buy multiple. At the least, I'd say about 5, right? So 10 times 5, 50 bucks, $1.75 plus ink costs, plus the paper. But what's awesome about the paper is that we're gonna be able to fit more than one of these on a sheet of paper. We'll probably be able to do like 8 of them. So we only need to do the cost of one sheet of paper. So $2.50 for the paper, $1.75 each. We'll go ahead and round that up to $2 for the ink cost. So we're selling 5 of them. 2 times 5 is 10, right? Where am I at? I lost myself. Yeah, 2 times 5 is 10. So that'll be $12.50. 50 bucks. minus $12.50. You get about $37.50 profit. Subtract about another $5 for shipping. It's actually going to be less than that because it'll still be first class. Yep, it'll be less than £1. But I'll put $5. Fees, usually anywhere, if you sell on a marketplace, Shopify, whatever. Shopify will be the least, but you won't have traffic. I say Etsy is usually between 5 to 15%, depending on a whole lot of variables. We'll just say 10%. So minus another $5, right? You're in around $27.50 profit. To me, that's a done deal because all you gotta do is print one time, press it, and you can press all 5 at once as well. And maybe we'll get into that in a different video. But I just wanted to run that by y'all real quick. Pros and cons of the actual printer. I feel like this video is getting long, but you can't print on dark colored garments. You can't print on 100% cotton, but you can definitely make some money with it. And that's what's most important, man. We got to make our money. We got to be able to make it quick. Some of the pros for it, you don't have to worry about weeding. You can do full color, and it's probably going to be the cheapest way of doing full color on a t-shirt. It just won't be a 100% cotton t-shirt. But a lot of times whenever we get into this actual game, we always want full color stuff. I started with heat transfer vinyl, and you can't do full color stuff. So if it's easier for you to make design files like this, then this might be the choice for you. But we'll do some more content on the dye sub printer in the future. I might even, start ramping it back up, make ourselves an actual case study, make some money, make some sales, and then show you guys the printer again and how we did it. All right, so peace, love, and blessings. I hope that information helped. Don't be like this person. They said stop giving out the free information, that people do their own research. But this is the research right here. If you came to this video, you're doing the research, right? I just didn't understand that. But anyways, peace, love, and blessings. I'll see you next time.
Hey Hustle Ninja, thanks for watching. Remember, if you want to support the channel and have the chance to win a giveaway to help your clothing brand, be sure to check out onlyninjas.com. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And stay hustling.